There's supposed to be a ceasefire, but what ceasefire? Over 200 Palestinians have been killed, and the aid is still not getting through, and the reconstruction hasn't even started. So let's start right from the beginning. What ceasefire? Has the war actually stopped? Is aid getting through? Are the Gazans, have they stopped being starved to death? And the answer is there are still people in Gaza who are dying of hunger. Gaza is now part of Palestine, and it's never been before. Israel has tried for many, many years to separate Gaza from Palestine. Yeah. And one effect of its total war on Gaza, a war to wipe it out, to reduce it to rubble, has been that Gaza is now indisputably part of Palestine. Israel's also smashed its own image in the West. I think also that is really important. I think that the international campaign has changed a generation of opinion about Israel in America, the young generation in particular. And that will produce its own political culture, and that takes time to get through. But I think that's an irreversible shift. Now, why I use the word vulture is because there's a lot of money in the rebuilding of Gaza. But it's as if Gaza is not a mass grave. There are 10,000 bodies lying underneath that rubble. And we're talking about Gaza as a reconstruction site. One of them is Tony Blair, a former British Prime Minister who was very successful as a Prime Minister until 9/11 and until he invaded, along with George W. Bush, Iraq in 2003. And he's back not only as a former British Prime Minister, but as an extremely wealthy man with lots of property. He's teamed up with Jared Kushner, Trump's son-in-law, and together they have hatched a plan which doesn't involve any Palestinians at all about Gaza.